Shopping for a new car can be hard. When you look at a brochure, it tells you exactly what each trim level adds, but what exactly does that mean? In today's video, I'm going to show you what the GT line limited version of the Kia EV4 adds on from the GT line below it. We'll first start off on the front end where we have two new safety function additions. And while there's no change to the overall design or appearance, I do want to highlight where these features come into play. So standard on the GT line, we have something called highway driving assist, which utilizes this radar sensor right over here, but also the camera located in the center of the windshield. The highway driving assist essentially uses both the radar and camera technology to watch the lanes on the highway that you're driving on, but also the following distance between your car and the vehicle ahead of you. It also uses your navigation to know the speed limit of the highway and if there's any bends in the road. Where Highway Driving Assist 2 comes into play, only on the limited model here, is not only will it maintain your speed, keep you centered in your lane, and also know when there's curves on the road to slow down, but it also does its own lane changes. So here on the limited, we have automatic lane changing with Highway Driving Assist 2. That's not the only safety add-on we get here. Using the camera located right in the center of the windscreen, we also have something called Forward Collision Avoidance Assist Level 2. And again, this builds upon what's available in the other trim lines by offering a bigger range of potential collision avoidance situations. So instead of just junction, we also have junction crossing, we have lane change oncoming, we have evasive steering assist. There's so much that the Forward Collision Avoidance system here adds on from our lower trim lines. Not to say those ones are bad, this one's just a little bit more smart, per se. Now, when we move over to the remainder of our exterior functions, I'm going to show you guys the door handle again. And while we still have the pop-out style with proximity entry, we now have the ability to use digital key entry. So this essentially allows you to use your smartphone or smartwatch to unlock, start, and even drive your vehicle. You can also share access to friends and family. So if a friend of mine needs to grab something from my car and I can't necessarily give them my key because I also use digital key, I can quickly send them access to their phone and, of course, revoke it after. You can make this access just be for unlocking the vehicle or the full unlock and drive. Pretty cool. I find it very helpful too. I have it in my car where, because my phone has ultra-wideband technology, I don't have to take it out each time I need to enter my vehicle. I just walk up to it, it reads my phone's in proximity, and then I enter my car no problem. So pretty fun feature, especially if you are tech savvy, but of course you don't have to use that if you don't want it. Now for the rear. This vehicle has sensors all throughout, so we have them on our very front end, we have them on the back end, and we even have them located towards our wheel arches. So for example, on the rear end of the vehicle, it'll be outward on our rear quarter. On the front of the vehicle, we'll have it integrated actually into the front of our wheel arch. With this full 360 sensor coverage, we have something called parking distance warning for both the front, the side, and the rear. And essentially, in simple terms, this is just parking sensors. So if I were to move this car forwards and start getting closer and closer to that wall, I would have this graph to show me both green, yellow, or red, all three, just how close I am to the obstacles ahead of me. And I'll also have an audible alert to beep inside the cabin, warning me when I'm getting too close. Another addition of the Limited specifically is the 360 camera. So right back to the center of our front end, we have a forward-facing camera that is triggered by our front sensors. So again, if I were to pull up to the door ahead of me, not only will I have that sensor map, but I'll have a visual image of exactly what's ahead of me. On top of that, the full 360 too. So we'll have the front-facing image and then the top-down full bird's eye view. For another add-on on the Limited is our blind view monitor. So both of our mirrors, side mirrors that is, will have a camera located on the bottom portion, and every time I go to indicate a lane change, I will have a live camera feed displayed on my gauge cluster showing exactly what's happening in said blind spot. This is good for parallel parking too. A lot of people don't think about this, but it shows you exactly where your wheels will line up when you're approaching a curb. It's also great for cyclists or just busy areas. You see pedestrians, you see the sidewalk, you literally see everything happening around you. So those are two more cameras that are located in our full 360-degree view. We got the front one again, the two on the side, and then of course our typical backup camera. All right, sorry you guys, our gimbal just flipped out and we were doing this all in one take. Now we gotta mess it up. Anyway, last but not least, when it comes to our exterior functions, we also have reverse collision avoidance assist. So essentially, when I'm doing a low speed maneuver in the reverse gear, my car has the ability to hit the brakes to avoid a collision, whether that be with something like the wall or a pedestrian, another vehicle. Your car will give brake force for rearward travel, not just forward facing travel, like the forward collision avoidance I mentioned earlier. Now, there's a few more things to point out on the interior that the GT Line Limited adds on. Let's check it out. Now, last but not least for the interior, we have the addition of ambient lighting. I've set it to purple, but you can customize this color to exactly what you'd like. Matter of fact, if you want to learn how, check out the video we did on it. It's even highlighted underneath our center console, floating center console. So this portion here, it's far more impressive at nighttime if I'm being completely honest, but it's customized to your preferred color. Another big upgrade, especially if you're into music, is our sound system. So we now get a Harman Kardon premium audio system throughout our cabin. The speaker design themselves also looks very, very good, matches perfectly with your door handles and adds a nice metal accent to the interior of the car, where it's otherwise largely black and white. Now, earlier on in this video, I mentioned to you guys the blind view monitor, the 360-degree camera, or surround view monitor, Kia calls it, but also our sensors. Let's put them in action. So a great thing about filming EVs is the fact that we can run them fully inside. We don't have to have it in accessory mode. So because our car is drivable, I'm gonna tip it into drive, an inch towards our wall. Now pay attention to this graph over here. Might look a little bit awkward from a passenger point of view, but for the driver, it's actually completely visible. This is your sensor indicator. Let me put the car in park so it stops beeping. Essentially, as I got closer to the wall, once I became in range, my sensors started beeping. We heard that audible alert, but we also got that visual graph to show what our range is. Green is, you're getting a little closer, but it's okay. It also translates to yellow after you inch a little bit more forwards, and then there's red, aka the danger zone. When you approach red or even yellow, the beeping will intensify, so it'll be a little louder, a little bit quicker, and of course, to warn you, it's getting a bit serious. Pay extra attention. Sensors are helpful, and of course, because we have them in the front, rear, and the side, you have a very wide range of coverage. But, of course, with the Limited, we also get the addition of that 360 camera. So I throw the car in reverse. That means our main image here is our backup camera. However, on the side, you'll always have the top-down view displayed, aka the full 360 degree. If I am parked and would simply just like to look at my camera, you'll have this button right over here. Give it a push, it'll summon your full 360-degree view, or you can spin around and look. Change which view you'd like to see. You have front, rear, and then of course, the interactive option. Now when you're driving, and you go to indicate a lane change or a full turn, this is your blind view monitor in action, with the right-hand turn showing on the right side of your cluster and the left showing on the left. Very, very handy. Now, that's about it for our cameras and our sensors. I'll show you guys Remote Smart Park Assist too, and that'll be all. Now, last but not least, when it comes to the K4 GT Line Limited, we have Remote Smart Park Assist. So if you're ever parked very close to a vehicle next to you, or let's say they parked too close to you, or you simply parked over a puddle or an ice patch, you can actually move your car with the key fob. In order to do it, you remote start your car. So we'll press the lock button right up at the top, and then press and hold remote start. Should look a little something like this. Hold remote start for about 3 seconds. You'll have your vehicle's flashers flash or hazard lights flash. And now our vehicle is on. Underneath the remote start button, there is a forwards button and a backwards button. You'll simply press and hold whichever direction you'd like your car to travel, and you have to remain within about 10 feet of your vehicle. So always make sure you're paying attention. Your vehicle does the rest of the work, and it uses its sensors to decide whether or not it needs to stop. So even though I haven't released the key fob button, the car has sensed it's getting a little too close to the rear wall. It stops on its own. To bring it back forwards, I'm going to press and hold here and make sure I'm still within range of the vehicle. And I'll show you, the car won't even hit me. If I get too close, there we go, she stops. Now that's it for today's video, you guys. If you want to know more about the EV4, definitely check out our channel. We're called the Kia Hyundai channel for a reason. That is literally all we film. So tips, tricks, full walkthroughs, we've got it all covered. Make sure you follow along to check it out. See you then.